In this video, we're going to do a case study on how online picture framing website Frameology.com grew their organic traffic 595% in just 1 year.
All-in-one SEO is a game changer when it comes to digital marketing.
I use this plugin for all my WordPress implementations.
And it practically does every step for you.
I think your product is one of my favorite plugins that I use on every single client site that I build.
It opened my eyes to what's possible in terms of SEO.
It gives practical suggestions. These suggestions have really significantly boosted our website search engine rankings.
Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We help you rank higher in Google and other search engines with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Click this link right here to download All-in-One SEO right now. Let's get started. So this is Frameology.com. They are an online picture framing service. What's cool about them, unlike the brick and mortar stores, you can upload your picture, get it framed, then get it delivered to your house. Here, somebody took a picture of their dog, had their dog picture framed. That's pretty cool. What's really impressive about them is they have grown their organic traffic 595% in just 1 year. If you want to read more about them or read this case study instead of watching this video, you can check out the companion case study at AIOSEO.com/trends. And I will drop in a link directly to this case study in the description below this video. So let's take a look at Frameology's traffic. Their domain has been active since 2015, but if we look at this longer term graph here, we can see that right around July 2023, things really started to take off. And by 2024, they skyrocketed from 6,600 views per month to over 115,000 views per month. They did that in just 1 year. So what did Frameology do? What did they do to get their traffic to increase 595% in just 1 year? Well, that's what we're going to dive into in this video. So the first strategy that Frameology used is they implemented product schema, which actually helped them score review snippets in the SERPs. So here's an example of one of those review snippets popping up in the search engine result pages. Somebody has done a search for acrylic picture block. Frameology's result is popping up, and you can see the star rating there. 5 stars, 2 reviews. It's even got some pricing info. So this is really helping their listing to pop compared to competitors who just get a standard listing. If you want your products to pop in the search engine result pages like Frameology's, you can use All-in-One SEO's powerful schema generator to add product schema, including review schema, to your products. In the WordPress All Posts section, I'm going to click on this post I have here called Men's Basketball Shoes. So if we scroll down after the content, we get to the AIOSEO settings section and go ahead and click on the schema tab. The first item you see is schema type, and this is set to product already by default. But if it was set to something else like web page or recipe, you can use this drop-down selector right here and choose product as the schema type. You can add a description of your product, a price for your product, the currency of your price. If you're having a sale, you can add how long you want the price to be valid to. In this example, it's not for a sale. We can add the brand and whether the item is in stock or not. You can put in a SKU here and an identifier type. You can also add in your reviews one by one in this section, including your headline, the content of the review, the author, and the rating. You can use the big blue button to add a new review and the trash can icon to remove those reviews. Click Update when you're done, and it will save that schema data. You can search our YouTube channel for a more in-depth tutorial on product schema, including how it integrates with WooCommerce. The second strategy that Frameology used is they optimize their content for Google's featured snippets. Featured snippets is that part above the search results. It's kind of like Google answering your question without you having to leave Google and go to another website. So here's an example. Someone searching for frame sizes, and Frameology is scoring a featured snippet here. Maybe you're thinking, well, why do I want Google to do that? No one's going to go to my site if they just get their question answered right here. You would think that, but counterintuitively, when people get this question answered, They kind of want to learn more, so this featured snippet section gets much higher click-through rates than a normal listing would get. So there's a couple different things you can do to help score these featured snippets in Google. One of them is to use nice structured content. Another thing you can do to score those featured snippets, which they're also doing here, is use a question and answer format. All-in-one SEO can help get your content into that question and answer format using our powerful FAQ block. We're going to pull up the FAQ block. So you can either start a new page or post, or you can pull up one of your old page or post. I'm going to go ahead and click on the post menu here and pull up an existing post. I'm going to use this post called Test Puppy Post. And then we just click anywhere in the page that we want to put the FAQ block. So I'm going to put it after this first paragraph here. And I'm going to add a new block. And I'm actually just going to search for FAQ. And the all-in-one SEO FAQ block comes up because we have the all-in-one SEO plugin installed. I'm going to write my first question. And then I'm going to put in my first answer. And of course, we can add more FAQ blocks after that. And then if we look on the right-hand side, I have these options here. So I could change the text color. I could change the background color. There's options for typography, so I could change the font size. All of these options are great to have and what you would expect in a WordPress block, but they're not the killer feature that makes this FAQ block so special. So I'm going to click the blue update button up top to save this page, and then I'm going to go view my post. And if I scroll down to that FAQ and I look at the page source behind the page, and then I'm going to wrap the text to make this a little easier to view, and I'm going to search for one of my FAQs. Then if I scroll down here past the HTML code for the FAQ block, all of this other code here, this one big giant block, this is schema code that is being automatically generated by All-in-One SEO. This will help you to score a rich snippet for FAQs in the Google search results, and it can also help you to get into the People Also Ask section. So the third strategy that Frameology used is scoring tons of image-rich results. We can see this example here. Someone searching for metal prints. And Frameology's listing is coming up, including this beautiful eye-catching image here. You know this listing is going to pop a whole lot more in the search results than a listing without an image. What's impressive is they scored all of these image-rich results and did not have the best image SEO in place. We can't help but think how many more results they would have scored if they had better image SEO. If you want better image SEO, maybe bump them out of a few of those spots. You can use All-in-One SEO's powerful image SEO add-on to get your image SEO dialed in. Let's head on over to the All-in-One SEO menu on the left and click on Search Appearance. And then on the tabs up top, we're going to click on the tab that says Image SEO. If this is your first time using Image SEO, you're going to have to enable it to see all the features available to you as a pro user by clicking the big green button that says Activate Image SEO. And then if we scroll back up, the first option here is about attachments, and it's giving you 3 options. So it's saying, do we want to redirect the attachment URL to the actual attachment, to the attachment parent, or to have it disabled? So the attachment URL is anytime you upload anything to the media library in WordPress, WordPress creates a special page for this called an attachment URL. It doesn't add very much SEO value at all to your website, so we recommend that you redirect it back to the attachment. So I'm going to leave that setting as is. Below that, we have all the image SEO options. So you can see there's 5 tabs here: the title, the alt tag, the caption, the description, and the file name. I'm going to start on the title tab. So if you've used our plugin before and you've formatted the title or description of any of your posts, this should look pretty familiar to you. So we basically have the same kind of options for the title format of your images. The title of an image is a little bit of additional information, and it's what someone will see when they hover their mouse over your image. Here you can decide how you want to construct the title of that image. You can clear all of these things out. You can use the image title. You can throw in a separator. And if you click the View All Tags link here, or simply type in the hashtag symbol into the box, you can get all these different options that are available. So there's tons of options that you can use in the title format of your images. I'm going to just go ahead and stick with the image title, separator, and the site title. The next option is about the punctuation, so you can strip out the punctuation in the title of your image. We have it disabled by default. I'm going to enable it, and then you can exclude certain characters. So maybe I want to only strip out dashes, so I'm going to exclude underscores, numbers, the plus sign, apostrophe, the pound sign, and the ampersand. Everything else is going to be excluded. I'm just going to strip out dashes. So if your title, for example, was red dash basketball dash sneaker, you could change that to red space basketball space sneaker by clicking this checkbox here. And you could do the same thing for underscores if you wanted. And here we're getting a message telling us that is disabled when we are excluding underscores from stripping. So in order to convert underscores to spaces, you first have to not exclude it from the stripping, and then you could convert those to spaces. So casing here applies to the title attribute of the image. It's disabled by default. There's 3 options which are pretty self-explanatory. Lowercase, everything will be in lowercase. Title case, major words are capitalized, but minor words remain in their original casing. And sentence case, the first word of each sentence starts with a capital. You can also exclude certain posts or pages or certain terms. So if you don't want to do any of this image SEO to any post about debt, you can start excluding some of those pages. You can also exclude by terms. So maybe I have certain pages tagged with the term debt, and I can exclude those pages here. When you're done adjusting all these settings, hit the big blue Save Changes button. If we scroll back up the page, there's still 4 other tabs here that we have options for. So I'm going to click on the second one, the alt tag option, and you can see we have the same options that we just had for title, also for the alt tag. So we can format the alt tag, we can strip punctuation, we can change the casing, and we can exclude post pages or different terms that tag a post or page. So let's scroll back up to the strip punctuation section. Let's enable that. And then I'm not going to exclude anything. So we are going to basically strip out all the punctuation, and I want to convert dashes and underscores to spaces. And then for the actual alt tag format, we're going to take these out, and we're going to use the alt tag. I'm going to save my changes there. And then let's see this in action. So I'm going to head on over to the media library. And then let's add a new image to the media library. I'm going to click Choose File, and I'm going to upload this image called men's-black-wetsuit. Click the blue Upload button. Okay, so we've got the image in the media library. I'm going to go over to my post section, and I'm just going to bring up this first post here called TOC Demo. And right below the second heading, I'm going to drop in this image from the media library. There's that image. And then I'm going to update the post. And then let's go view the post. And then if we right-click on the image and choose to inspect it, I can see the code behind this image, and we can see the alt text here says men's black wetsuit. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to see if I can highlight that. Yeah, the plugin did exactly what it's supposed to and changed that alt text on this image to what we wanted it to be, which was men's black wetsuit. So we're back on the image SEO section of search appearance now, and I'm going to click on the caption tab. The first option is asking you whether you want to auto-generate captions when you upload images to the media library. It's disabled by default. We can enable that. You can also go into the media library and apply a bulk setting to all the images you have already uploaded. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first I want to scroll down to the rest of the settings for caption here. As you can see, it's very similar to the other 2 tabs. So we have the caption format we can construct, punctuation, and casing. If I scroll back up to description, again, like with the captions, we have an option to auto-generate a description every time you upload an item to the media library. And then we have the same options that we had on the other tabs. If I go to the file name tab up top, we have the option to strip punctuation down to a fairly granular level. And then we have the casing option And then we also have specific words we can strip. So for example, if every image you uploaded to your WordPress website, somewhere in the file name had IMG, and you know that's just not adding a lot of value to your website, you can type that in here and it'll strip that out of the file name. So let's go ahead and click the blue button and save our changes here, and then scroll all the way back up, and I want to show you this in action in the media library. So click on the media library, and then up top, we're going to click the button that says Add New. And I'm going to click Choose File, and I'm going to grab this file here. You can see the name is img space wetsuit.jpg. So I'm going to upload that file by clicking the blue Upload button. And as we can see, the file that has been uploaded to the media library is now called wetsuit. So it did in fact strip out that word IMG. The top 3 strategies that Frameology use that you could emulate on your site. Number 1, they use product schema to score rich results in the SERPs. Number 2, they optimize their content for featured snippets. And number 3, they rose to the top with image-rich results. And on the flip side, there were some things that they got wrong. The bottom 3 strategies to reconsider. Number 1, they set no index tags on some pages that should have been indexed. So they're blocking some pages from getting searched and indexed by Google. Number 2, duplicating meta descriptions across multiple pages. Each page should have its own unique meta description. And number 3, exceeding meta character limits. When you exceed those limits, Google's going to truncate your titles and descriptions. All-in-One SEO can help you emulate the top 3 strategies that they used, as well as fix the bottom 3 that might need some work. So that's how Frameology grew their organic traffic 595% in just 1 year. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to get the SEO of your WordPress website handled today, click the very first link in the description below this video to download All-in-One SEO right now.